Hi. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's crowded. It's good. Thanks for being here. I have two hats on because I'm the first speaker and I'm your host. Anna Pollock was originally planned for that panel to be the host, but she asked kindly to transfer to somebody else, and I was happily now to be your host today. Destination management. We want in this session explore successful destination development approaches, visitor management strategies, and regenerative efforts. The discussion will also emphasize the critical role of stakeholder involvement, collaboration in achieving sustainable tourism goals. What tools and knowledge is needed to effectively manage destinations sustainably and really focus on well-being of local communities, how we integrate that. That is what we are focusing today. Yes, and now I want to introduce, wait, I have here my speakers shortly, because I kindly asked that everybody else, my speakers coming to the floor then and talk about themselves. They could do it better than I do. But me, Michaela Hölz, I do use the hat now then as a presenter, talking about Wagrain Kleiner in Austria. Then Peter Henkes from the Netherlands is the next one, I suppose. Then Brooke Hansen from Florida is talking to us, Kirsten Bedulia and Mia Fla from Wales, Thelma Redwan from Jordan, and Nuria Mohedano from Spain. So we have the female power on. Peter, you will manage the only man on the panel.
I know my place.
Yes. So.
Is a bit scared because of.
Yes. Yeah. So good.
Boss at home as well.
Okay. And we'll do it this way. I start, and then the other speakers, and after we have that panel. So if you have any questions, please note them, and we have after the Q&A all together. So, looking at the time, I would start with the first. Now I'm not the host anymore, I have the head speaker. From project to structure and the process in between. This is my talk. And first, I want to show you a little bit who am I? Michaela Hölz. I have more than 20 years of experience on sustainability. I'm a sustainability scientist. And since 8 years, I focus on sustainability in tourism, have my own consulting firm, Hölz Consulting, with that specific approach on what is alpine tourism and sustainability, where are the challenges. And I'm also the rep of Green Destinations Austria. You see that in the co-founder of Green Destinations DACH region. Maybe you heard about that yesterday. We had a panel on it. And my first big client was and is Wagrain Kleiner. That is a skiing destination in the middle of Austrian Alps. Skiing is the most important thing there. And yes, I work with them now since 8 years, and I want to show you what I learned about that process and what they learned and what is the way here. The first question is sustainability a project? A project is and has a beginning and an end. That is the good about project management. You can keep on and do something else after. And yes, it's a suggestive question. The answer is no, I don't think it's a project. It's a process, it needs structure. And this is something what I also learned to talk with a client, as Wagrain Kleiner is a client of myself. Look, you can have little projects on that, but it's more about the whole process. So something what we have done after we worked together with little projects, one has to say, we then said, okay, we make it a bigger one and we need a structure. How can we lead from a project into a process? And then Green Destination steps in as bringing the structure, has a good award program, and Wagrain Kleiner is actually the first destination in Austria and in the whole DACH region, in the Alpine region, that they are now GSTC certified with the platinum level of Green Destinations. we have rolled out together the whole program of Good Travel Seal. They are now having more than 20 businesses in the program. So we are really using the tools of green destinations. And they are now also the national seal of Umweltzeichen. They also made it because they have done quite good work on green destinations. And then they said, okay, they are stepping into the national certification program. So we used the structure from project within the structure, but the most important thing is, and this is what I want to talk about today, is there's a process in between. And this is about mindset. We heard about, Anna was talking about it yesterday. It's all about the process. And she also talked about Albert Einstein. You can never solve a problem with the same mindset that created them. And this is like a calendar, and everybody is saying that. But actually, that is so true. And this is the whole work you have to do it as a consulting, as a coach, or as a sustainability manager, or as the DMO, the Destination Management Organization. And I want to show you the key learnings from that process, for me, is this one. This is what it's all about on this destination management. Who sees 3? Is it too far? And who sees 4? Does somebody else sees 4? And maybe, do you see both? Ah, you are a good sustainability manager. Because this is what it's all about. And this is years and years and over again. And this is so tough. Nicole is sitting there. She is our sustainability manager now from Wagrain-Kleiner. And she knows she could make a story out of that. And this is the key learning. You have to face it. If you start a process like that, you have to be aware that this is going to happen over and over and over again. And also this is so much important. We talked about it yesterday, key performance indicators. This is like the core of every certification program. But this is the tough work a sustainability manager has to do to hack all these data in. But the process with all these community building stuff is here. You have to keep people involved. You have to keep them inspired. You have to involve and inform them, and then you have to be creative with little projects within the process to really, how can I do it? And this is the main task, and this is the tough one. And I learned in that project as well, community building first, decision making second. I was back then 8 years ago or 4 years ago with the CEO of Wagrain-Kleiner. He said, we have to shift our little projects into the bigger program with green destinations. And he said, yes, let's do that. And that was a top-down decision. But now in the process, we are realizing again and again, now we have to make community building. And sometimes, as I'm also an auditor in the Green DACH region, some destinations have a lot of community building first with other projects, not just specifically on sustainability. And they make it, then it's more easy because they have already learned to talk with each other. They have a lot of round tables, and that is good and that is helpful. But if you're not having that community building first, you will eventually have to do that through the process. And then it's getting here, practice and negotiation. This is what it's all about. It's about accepting setbacks and double loops as an important part of the journey. Double looping, double looping, double looping. There are nodding heads. You know that. It's And even if you're in a role like we are certified and so on, it's again, and you have to talk again. And somebody says, oh, I don't understand why we are doing it. So it's good to have the how with green destinations, and the why is always you have to talk about it over and over again. And another, learning, and then this is also my last chart. Leadership is not about the power, it's about the responsibility. And this one, who's standing there, this is actually Nicole as a sustainability manager. She is holding the bridge. And how this is how can I make the bridge that everybody is walking over? And what are the ideas to let's go on the other side together? The cable cars, the citizens, the guests, the one who wants to have more tourism and the ones who doesn't want to have tourism at all anymore. You have all these people in this one destination. And on the snow, I'm talking alpine tourism with less snow and the snow machines and, you could imagine. So it's tough. And this is really building bridges and really help them to go. And this one is, also the importance of smaller steps. I'm talking so much to so many destinations and to so many businesses as well, and they say, oh, we want to reach that right now. We want to be GSTC certified. We want to, no. Why not having these little steps? And this is like the education. I'm a mother of 2 small kids now in school. And they learned step by step. And this is also what destination management is also about. Step by step. Don't put your goals like, if you're starting in the first grade, you're not talking about Abitur or Matura or the high school Abschluss. So you start there. And this is also something and this is like the coaching, or this is the Green Destinations world, to have that award system. We've seen it yesterday. It was wonderfully. They were happy about bronze, the silver, gold, and these are the stages. And and we can talk about that in the destination. Say, look, we are celebrating each step, and that's fine, and that's good. And something what I learned is also, everybody is talking about carbon emissions. And yes, it is important, and yes, it's a key. But the menu is so much wider and brighter and deeper, and there are so many other things to talk about, also in the destination management. So why not talking about education? Why not talking about health? Why not talking about inequality, etc., etc., etc.? And this is something what the destination can learn, that we are not just talking about carbon emissions. Yes, it's important, but it's not the only one. Yeah, that was my small input for that. Oh, I have one thing forgotten. For me, the process of sustainability is fun, enlightening, and deepening relationships on all levels, as long as you have adaptable or connectable, reasonable structure. And if you use that, then you have the how, and then you also can argument about the why with all the group people there. So thank you so much. Now I'm not the head speaker anymore, now the head host. Yeah, stay in touch. Anyways, we can connect.